Learning English can feel like climbing a big mountain. When you start, everything seems difficult. You look at English words and feel confused. You try to speak, but the words don't come out. You want to say something, but you translate from your language first. This takes time. While you think about the right words, the conversation moves forward. You feel left behind. This is normal. Every English learner experiences this problem. But there is a secret that can change everything. This secret is thinking in English. When you think in English, you don't translate anymore. The English words come to your mind directly. You become faster. You become more confident. You start to feel comfortable with the language. This is the goal we all want to reach. So how do we start thinking in English? The answer is simple, but requires practice. You need to make English a part of your daily life. You need to see it, hear it, use it every single day. Small actions can create big changes. Let me share some ideas that really work. First, let's talk about your home. Your home is your learning space. Look around you right now. You see many objects. A table, a chair, a window, a door, a cup, a book. These are all things you use every day. Here is what you can do. Take small pieces of paper. Write the English word for each object. Then, stick these papers on the objects. Put door on your door. Put mirror on your mirror. Put refrigerator on your refrigerator. At first, this might look strange. Your family might ask questions. Your friends might laugh. But don't worry. This method really works. Every time you see the object, you see the English word too. Your brain starts to connect them. After some days, something magical happens. When you look at your cup, the word cup appears in your mind automatically. You don't think about your native language first. The English word just comes. This is thinking in English. You can do this with everything in your house. Your bed, your lamp, your desk, your phone, your computer. Put labels everywhere. Some people even label their pets. One student told me she put a label on her cat that said, cat. Every time she called her cat, she practiced the word. This is creative learning. Now let's move to another important idea. Simple thinking. Many learners make one big mistake. They try to think in complicated English. They want to use perfect grammar. They want long, beautiful sentences. This makes everything harder. Your brain gets tired. You feel frustrated. You give up. Don't do this. Start simple. Very simple. Use short sentences in your mind. For example, when you wake up, think, I am awake. When you feel hungry, think, I am hungry. When you see the sun, think, the sun is shining. These sentences are basic, but they are powerful. They train your brain to use English naturally. You can describe everything around you with simple words. You are sitting now. Think, I am sitting. You are reading. Think, I am reading. You see a color. Think, I see blue, or I see red. This is like exercise for your mind. Athletes train their muscles every day. You are training your English brain every day. The beautiful thing about simple thinking is that it grows naturally. Today you think, I am hungry. Next week you think, I am very hungry. Next month you think, I am very hungry, and I want to eat something delicious. You don't force it. It happens by itself, because your brain is getting stronger. Here is another powerful technique. Talk to yourself. Yes, you read that correctly. Talk to yourself in English. I know this sounds unusual. In many cultures, people think talking to yourself is strange. But for language learning, it is fantastic. When you are alone, describe what you are doing. Imagine you are cooking. Say out loud, I am cutting the onion. Now I am putting oil in the pan. The oil is hot. I add the onion. It smells good. You are creating your own English practice session. Nobody is listening, so you cannot make mistakes. There is no pressure. You are free to try any words you want. You can also practice conversations with yourself. Imagine you are at a coffee shop. Practice ordering. Say, hello, I would like a coffee, please. With milk. Thank you. Imagine the worker answers. Then you respond. This prepares you for real situations. When you actually go to a coffee shop, the words come easier because you practiced them already. Some people feel shy about talking to themselves. If you live with others, they might hear you. You can solve this problem. Go to your room and close the door. Or talk quietly. Or practice while you are in the shower. The water noise covers your voice. Many students tell me they practice English in the shower every day. It works perfectly. Another excellent method is changing your technology language. We use phones and computers all the time. These devices can become English teachers. Go to your phone settings. Change the language to English. Suddenly everything is in English. Your messages, your apps, your notifications, everything. At first, this feels challenging. You might not understand some words. You might click the wrong button. This is okay. You learn by exploring. You see the same words many times. After a few days, you know what they mean. You learn words like settings, notifications, download, update. These are useful modern words. You don't need to change everything at once. Start with one device. Maybe your phone. After you feel comfortable, change your computer. Then, your tablet. Then your social media apps. Step by step, you surround yourself with English. This is called immersion. Immersion means being completely surrounded by the language. It is like swimming in English. Let me tell you something important. Your mind is always active. You think all day long. You think about your problems, your plans, your feelings. Usually, you think in your native language. But you can change this. You can think in English instead. Start small. When you are waiting for the bus, think in English. Look around. Think, the bus is late, or there are many people here, or the weather is cold today. These simple observations keep your mind working in English. It becomes a habit. When you are doing boring activities, make them interesting with English. You are washing dishes. Think, this plate is dirty. I need more soap. The water is warm. You are walking to work. Think, I am walking fast. That building is tall. I like this street. Everything becomes a learning opportunity. You can also replay your day in English. Before you sleep, think about what happened. Think, today I woke up at 7. I ate breakfast. I went to work. I talked to my friend. It was a good day. This review helps you remember vocabulary and practice past tense naturally. Let's talk about writing. Writing is thinking on paper. When you write in English, you practice organizing your thoughts in English. This is very valuable. You don't need to write long essays. Start with small things. Get a notebook. Every day, write 5 sentences about your day. Just 5. That's all. For example, I had coffee this morning. It was delicious. I finished my work early. I watched a movie. I feel happy. These simple sentences build your English thinking habit. You can also write lists in English. Your shopping list, your to-do list, your goals list. Instead of writing in your language, write in English. Buy milk. Call mom. Clean room. Study English. Go to gym. Every time you check your list, you read English. Your brain processes English. This helps you think in English automatically. Some people like to keep a journal. A journal is a diary where you write your thoughts and feelings. Writing a journal in English is excellent practice. You can write anything. Your day, your dreams, your worries, your hopes. Nobody will read it, so you can be completely free. Make mistakes. Try new words. Experiment. This is your private English laboratory. Another modern way to practice is through messaging. We send many messages every day. To friends, to family, to coworkers. Try sending some messages in English. If you have a friend who is also learning English, message each other in English. You can make mistakes together. You can help each other. Learning with a friend is more fun. You can also join online groups where people use English. There are groups about hobbies, interests, movies, music, cooking, sports. Find something you enjoy and join an English group. Read what people write. Try to write comments. Even short comments, like, I agree, or this is interesting, or thank you for sharing, are good practice. Social media can be your English teacher too. Follow accounts that post in English. Accounts about topics you like. Maybe you love cooking. Follow cooking accounts in English. You see recipes, instructions, and food words every day. Maybe you love sports. Follow sports accounts. You learn sports vocabulary naturally while enjoying content you like. When you post on social media, try posting in English sometimes. Share a photo and write a caption in English. Beautiful sunset today, or enjoying my coffee, or reading a good book? Keep it simple. People might comment in English. You can practice responding. This is real communication in English. Let me share an important truth. Thinking in English doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It requires patience. Some days you will feel great. Other days you will feel frustrated. This is completely normal. Language learning is not a straight line. It goes up and down. But if you practice consistently, you will improve. Consistency means doing something regularly. Every day is better than once a week. 10 minutes every day is better than 1 hour on Sunday. Small, regular practice creates strong habits. Strong habits create results. Make English part of your daily routine, like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. Here is something that helps many students. Connect English with activities you already do. You drink coffee every morning. While drinking coffee, think in English. You exercise every evening. While exercising, think in English. You take a shower every day. While showering, practice speaking English. You already do these activities, so it's easy to add English to them. Some people worry about making mistakes. They think, if I think in English, I might think wrong sentences. Listen carefully. Mistakes are not problems. Mistakes are teachers. When you make a mistake, you learn something. Even native English speakers make mistakes. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Be afraid of not trying. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is communication. Your goal is expressing your thoughts. Even if your grammar is not perfect, people will understand you. Understanding is more important than perfection. As you practice more, your grammar will improve naturally. You will hear correct sentences many times, and your brain will learn the patterns. Let me tell you about the connection between thinking and speaking. When you think in English, speaking becomes easier. Why? Because speaking is thinking out loud. If your thoughts are already in English, the words flow naturally when you speak. You don't need to translate first. You don't need to search for words. The words are already in your mind, ready to come out. Many students say they understand English well, but cannot speak. Usually the problem is, they still think in their native language. They hear English, understand it, but when they want to respond, they must translate their thoughts into English. This process is slow. It creates pauses. It makes speaking difficult. But when you think in English, this problem disappears. Imagine two students. Student A thinks in their native language, then translates to English. Student B thinks directly in English. Who speaks faster? Who sounds more natural? Who feels more confident? Student B, of course. This is why thinking in English is so important. It is the bridge between understanding and speaking. Now let's discuss vocabulary. You might wonder, how can I think in English if I don't know enough words? This is a good question. Here is the answer. You start with the words you know. Even if you know only 50 words, use those 50 words in your thoughts. As you learn more words, you add them to your thinking. Also, when you think in English regularly, You discover which words you need. You try to think something, but you don't know the word. This shows you what to learn next. Write down these missing words. Look them up. Learn them. Then use them in your thinking. This way, you learn vocabulary that is actually useful for you. Real life is the best vocabulary teacher. Learn words from situations you experience. If you go to a restaurant, learn restaurant words. If you use public transportation, learn transportation words. If you work in an office, learn office words. These words matter to you because you use them often. When you learn them, immediately start using them in your thoughts. Let me share something about pronunciation. When you think in English, you practice pronunciation in your mind. You hear the words in your head. This mental practice helps your speaking. Some students even practice difficult sounds while thinking. They think 3, 3, 3 to practice the TH sound. Or they think red, red, red to practice the R sound. Mental practice is real practice. Another benefit of thinking in English is cultural understanding. Language and culture are connected. When you think in English, you start to understand how English speakers think. Different languages organize thoughts differently. English has its own logic, its own way of expressing ideas. As you think in English more, you naturally absorb this logic. For example, English speakers often say please and thank you more frequently than speakers of some other languages. When you think in English, you might start thinking, I need to say thank you here automatically. This helps you communicate more naturally with English speakers. You understand not just the language, but also the communication style. Let's talk about entertainment. You probably watch movies, listen to music, or play games. These activities can support your English thinking. Watch English movies or shows. Listen to English songs. Play games in English. While you enjoy entertainment, your brain is absorbing English patterns. This makes it easier to think in English later. After watching a movie, try to recall the story in English in your mind. Think, the main character was a doctor. He helped many people. Then something bad happened. This review reinforces what you heard and helps you practice past tense storytelling. It's learning hidden inside entertainment. Music is powerful for language learning. Songs repeat words and phrases. These repetitions help your brain remember. Also, songs have rhythm and emotion. This makes them memorable. Many people learn their first English words from songs. You might find yourself thinking in English using phrases from songs you love. Here is an interesting technique. Visualization. Visualization means creating pictures in your mind. When you learn a new word, create a mental picture. If you learn the word mountain, imagine a mountain. See its shape, its color, its size. This creates a strong memory. Later, when you think about going somewhere high, the word mountain appears in your mind naturally with its image. You can visualize situations too. Imagine you are at an airport. Visualize the scene. People walking, bags moving, announcements playing. Then think about this scene in English. I am at the airport. I have my ticket. I am going to the gate. This mental practice prepares you for real situations. When you actually go to an airport, you will feel more comfortable using English because you practiced it mentally. Some learners find certain times of day better for English thinking. Morning people think clearly in the morning. They practice English thinking right after waking up. Night people think better in the evening. They practice before sleeping. Discover your best time and use it for focused English thinking practice. Remember that progress is not always visible. Sometimes you practice and practice, but don't see improvement. Then suddenly, one day, you realize you thought an entire conversation in English without trying. This is a breakthrough moment. It means all your practice was building connections in your brain. The connections were growing even when you couldn't see them. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Language learning is a journey. Some days are easy. Some days are hard. This is normal. What matters is that you keep going. Every minute you spend thinking in English makes your brain stronger. Every simple sentence you think is a step forward. Think about babies learning their first language. They don't worry about grammar. They don't feel embarrassed. They just try. They say simple words. Then short sentences. Then longer sentences. They make many mistakes, but they keep trying. We can learn from babies. We can be brave like them. We can try without fear. Your English thinking journey is unique. Some people progress fast. Some people progress slowly. Both are okay. Compare yourself only to your past self. Are you better than last month? Than last year? If yes, you are succeeding. Celebrate your progress no matter how small it seems. I want to end with encouragement. You can do this. Thinking in English is not magic. It is not only for special people. It is a skill. Like riding a bicycle or swimming. At first it seems impossible. But with practice, it becomes natural. One day, you will think in English without effort. You will wonder why it ever seemed difficult. Start today. Right now. Look around you. Think one simple sentence in English about what you see. That's your first step. Tomorrow, think 2 sentences. Next week, think 5 sentences. Build slowly. Build steadily. Your English thinking skill will grow like a plant grows. With time, care, and patience, it will become strong and beautiful.